Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Christopher Mansky?
Yes, it is.
Can I have a moment of your time?
Sure, what's going on?
My name is Kathleen Zheng. I'm from the University of Houston. I'm part of the program Excellence in Selling program. And I was just wondering if maybe we can meet up sometime this week. I kind of want to ask you some questions, get to know you a little better.
Sure, that sounds fine.
Okay, are you available this Tuesday at 4 o'clock?
No, that date doesn't work for me. I could do Thursday on the same time.
That'd be perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, how was that?
For me? I don't know. I feel like I missed out on something because that was really short.
Yeah?
I didn't build rapport. Is that the only thing you missed?
No. Okay. So I thought it was good. I actually really like, if I were just listening to you, I think you would have like a really good phone voice. You'd have, you speak clearly, and I don't know, I just like your phone voice. What I think you could have improved on is, building rapport. And over the phone, you don't want to build too much rapport because it's a phone call. People expect it to be quick and to the point. So just ask, how are you? Just common courtesy. Hi, this is Kathleen Zheng from the University of Houston Program for Excellence in Selling. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. The reason for my call is yada yada yada.
Okay.
So just ask them a question, break the ice a little bit. You don't want to try too hard on a phone call because it's a phone call, but you still want to do it.
Okay.
Another thing is make it personal and compliment them. And so the point of that is just, I want to meet with you to learn, to, ask you a few questions and learn more about you. Okay, that's kind of random.
Yeah.
But, I know that you're a financial advisor and you started your own business in the Houston area. You're really successful. I would like to just ask you a few questions, sit down with you and learn how you were able to do that and how you got at this point in your career. Maybe give me some knowledge so that I can learn how to do that for myself. Okay. Would you be able to sit down with me for 15 or 20 minutes to do that? So you see how, it just sets the context a little bit more.
I see.
And then the last thing is logistics of the meeting. So where are we meeting? Do you need to worry about parking or anything? So, you don't want to have to hang up with them and then not know where to go and have to call back and say, oh, I forgot to ask you at the meeting. Because, you don't want to put yourself in that position. You want to appear professional at all times, and it's just kind of awkward if you have to do that. Right. So just remember to do it, when you do the first phone call. But overall, I thought you did good.
Okay.
So you want to go into me?
Yes.
Come in.
Hi, Christopher Mansky.
Hi.
It's Kathleen Zheng. We were on the phone earlier this week.
Kathleen, nice to meet you finally. Have a seat.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Actually, the traffic here is so bad. I was I timed myself for 40 minutes to get here, but I got here actually in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I took a different tour.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you get to work every day at the same time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The traffic here is atrocious, but I mean, it's Houston. What do you expect?
Okay, well, I know previously we mentioned in the phone call that, it would take only 10 to 15 minutes. Is that still okay for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so what I wanted to do today was just to, get to know you a little bit more and tell you what I'm here for and just overall see if we're a good fit in terms of a jacket sponsorship.
Okay.
Which I can tell you more about later. Is it okay if I take some notes?
Sure.
Okay. So I know I've done a little research on you on the internet, and I know that you've started your own company, but earlier before that you were at Merrill Lynch. Can you just tell me a little bit how you got to that position and how it impacted you.
Yeah, so my dad actually was a financial advisor at Merrill Lynch, and
cool.
so he kind of taught me the business. I would come into the office every once in a while and, just learn. And that's how I really got started in the financial advising industry. And Merrill Lynch is a great, great company to work for, a great place to just learn the business and develop and get started. I built some great connections there, and then I finally decided, I want to own something of my own. I want my name to be on the door. So I decided that it was the right time, a couple of years ago, and I started my financial advising agency in 2009.
That's awesome. Did you have any mentors along your way? I know you said your dad was, a good impact. Did you have any other mentors that helped you along this business starting process?
Yeah, really my dad was the biggest person for me. He invested a lot in me, a lot more than I think was necessary, because he did a good job at home and making me raising me to be a good individual, but he went the extra mile and taught me business, and a lot of people don't have that in their lives, so I was really grateful for that he was able to teach me the business side of things and set me up for success in my future.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Well, that's actually the reason I'm here is because I want somebody like your dad who can, help me throughout my professional career. I am interested in financial advising, although I'm a hotel restaurant management major currently. I do want to get a master's in probably finance, and so I would like to have that little background experience, maybe to get a feel of what you do on a day-to-day basis. And then I also really like that you just started your own business and took off a whole different route aside from Merrill Lynch, and that's really inspiring to me.
Yeah.
So for the reason why I'm here, since I did mention that I wanted you to be my mentor, and I think you can really help me in a lot of ways. The jacket sponsorship for the program Excellence in Selling is a mentorship program, and so you would be helping me along the way, and I can even assist you in anything if you would like. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
I'm kind of confused. Jacket sponsorship and mentorship, and you mentioned something about a program as well.
The jacket sponsorship is the mentorship. What it is you guys would sponsor my jacket that I would wear. We have this jacket with this our logo on it, and it just kind of represents that we have sold ourselves into having a mentor. The purpose of it is to be able to sell ourselves.
Okay.
Did you have any other questions? And I'm not sure if I was clear enough.
I kind of cleared it up a little bit. So tell me a little bit more about this program. I'm assuming it's the reason that there is a mentorship.
Definitely. It's at the University of Houston, Bauer College, and it really gives students a chance to actually sell, and so that's the purpose of this assignment. But what would be really helpful for me and you have this mentorship would be that I could be your gateway to this program. I know you're not really familiar with it, but we really reach out to all the community, and we like the connection for business owners to be with the program Excellence in Selling. Another reason why this would be great for you is, I feel like I have a lot of potential to be, maybe one day as an employee in your business as well. Other than that, it's great for you to give back to the community. Our school really appreciates all of the help that we can get from the community.
Okay.
Is there anything else? No. Okay, so would you be willing to sponsor me in my mentorship?
Is there a cost associated with this?
Yes. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that it is $250.
Okay.
Just for the jacket sponsorship, and that just represents that I've closed the deal and made this a sale.
I'm not really sure. $250. That's a lot of money.
Did you? It's definitely a great opportunity for you as well. Not only am I a gateway to the program, I can help you help your company out by being associated with the program. program.
Mm-hmm.
If we meet up maybe once or twice a week, or even every 2 weeks, depending on your schedule. Maybe if you got to know me a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
we can actually, might be able to hire me or find me as a potential candidate.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
No, I don't have any more questions.
Okay, I feel like I'm a perfect fit for for you, and I think you'd really help me out a lot through this my professional development. So would you like to be my jacket sponsor?
So what's the process? Do I just give you $250, or is there some?
We use
paperwork?
Salesforce, and so I'll be able to email you a link of how to go about actually closing the deal.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fine. You can go ahead and send that over.
Okay. Let me give you my business card, and would you be available to meet up with me? Depending on your schedule, are you available like once a week or once a month? How did you want that to work out?
Let's try something bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly?
Yeah, I mean bi-monthly, sorry.
What day are you most available?
Usually, Thursdays like today are best for me.
Okay, Thursday is at 4 o'clock. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, that's wonderful. I will go ahead and follow up with you and email you the link for that, and I look forward to meeting with you every Thursday.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right. How was that?
I guess I messed up mostly on the actually telling more about the jacket part, and I totally forgot about the 250.
How could you have improved it, or what did you do well?
I should have mentioned that early on instead of you asking me. Other than that, I think I should have also remembered what I'd already told you and what I hadn't, and so I wouldn't be able to have to ask you questions if you were having questions. That makes sense.
Yeah. I think overall you did well as far as trying to stick to the process, and following the guidelines that we set for you. Obviously, you can customize it and make your own, but for the most part, you did really good about trying to get through every step. But there also could have been improvements along the way as far as just cleaning things up. I thought for specifically like your rapport, you maybe could have found something a little more interesting than the traffic. I think it's good. I always do tell people, like, if you don't know what to say, comment on the weather, or comment or whatever. We don't really have anything in here that you can comment on, but it's good that you tried it, because a lot of people just skip that anyway. But just find something maybe a little more positive than traffic, and a little more interesting or personal to me as well. And as far as your agenda, I wasn't crazy about it, because what you said was, I wanted to talk to you to see if you'd be a good fit for a jacket sponsorship for me. And there are kind of two things that I don't like about it. Is number one, you're kind of off the bat asking, even though you're not directly asking, you are kind of asking, the purpose of my meeting is to get a jacket sponsor.
Okay.
And that's not the purpose of your meeting. The purpose of your meeting is to learn about them, and for you to evaluate if they'd be a good mentor for you, and if they would, to ask for them to be your mentor and sponsor your jacket. So I would incorporate that into your agenda. And then the other reason that I don't like it is it's not really like personal. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm here to try to sell you a jacket, where the point is, I want to get to know you. So I would try something more of, thank you first of all for meeting with me. I'm really excited to sit with you and learn more about you. I don't want to take up too much of your time. 10 to 15 minutes is all I ask. But I really just want to ask you a few questions. Learn about how you got where you are, and how I can kind of do that for myself. And then, possibly ask you if you could help me in the future with doing that. because I'm looking for a mentor right now, someone who kind of knows the industry. So it's okay if I ask you a few questions and just learn a little bit more about some of the things that you've done to get where you are. So do you see how it's more personal? It's not pitchy at all. You're not asking for anything in the in setting up the agenda. It's just, you know, straightforward to the point. I know what to expect. I know you're going to ask me questions. And I know I'm going to be talking. How you did good in asking the actual spin questions. And your transition was fine as far as, like, you know, that's actually what I'm looking for, is someone who's going to be able to mentor me like your dad mentored you. Excuse me. I think what could have been better was the presentation of the jacket sponsorship. It's kind of choppy and a little bit backwards. So I think you mentioned the mentorship, and then you mentioned PES a little bit. And then the jacket, and then money later. Like later. So what I would do is mention PES first. Because, and I think this is something I said to you actually in the role play, is the reason that you're asking for a mentorship and jacket sponsorship is because of PES. So you want to set the context of why you're asking for a mentor and a jacket sponsor in the first place. So explain a little bit about PES. You know, that's really great that you had someone who was able to help you and guide you along your career. And that's actually something that I'm looking for. So I'm at a point in my life where I'm just looking for personal development. And one of the things that I've done on my own to further my personal development is I joined a program at my university called the Program for Excellence in Selling. And it's a program that teaches us lots of valuable skills about sales. And I think it's really going to help me figure out what I want to do in the future after I graduate. And our first assignment in this program is to find a mentor who can also help us with that. And this mentor is also someone who will be able to sponsor our jacket. It's this blue blazer that I have on right now. So you see how, you know, you set the context, you explain PES, and then you can explain the mentorship and the jacket sponsorship. And then after that, you know, the mentorship, this is what I always say, the mentorship and the jacket, they're one and the same. You don't really want to mention one without the other, because that's how you get in trouble. People are going to be confused if you say, I'd love for you to be my mentor, will you be my mentor? Yeah, of course I'll be your mentor. I'm not going to say no to that. But oh yeah, there's this jacket sponsorship that goes along with it. Will you do that as well? You know, then you kind of feel trapped or deceived or something like that. So you want to always be upfront and clear that the mentorship and the jacket sponsorship are one and the same. And one of the ways that you can do that, again, is value, price, value, like I explained out there. Another thing that I said was be more direct and, you know, just ask, will you be my mentor and sponsor my jacket? I think a lot of people like to leave it hanging just because they're scared and do you have any more questions or anything like that, and just ask, because there's a reason you're here. It's because you want them to be your mentor and sponsor your jacket. And if you don't ask, you're never going to get it. You're going to have wasted all of your time, all the time you spend preparing for the meeting and actually in the meeting, if you don't end up asking in the end. So just go ahead and do it, because you don't want to walk out of there feeling silly, like I just wasted my time and my energy and I didn't get what I wanted in the end. Does that make sense? And then the last thing that I wrote was, when you're handling objections, make it about you. Don't make it about Bauer or PES and the connections they contain. Yes, that could be a benefit or a feature that they have from sponsoring your jacket is, you know, maybe you'll introduce them to another student who's interested in their industry, but you don't want to promise that, because you don't know if you'll be able to deliver on that. So when you're handling objections, price objections, any objection, whatever it is, remember the value of the jacket. The value of the jacket it's not the connections that they'll get through the program, it's the connection they'll have to you. They get to invest in you and your education, not only money, but their knowledge, their insight, because no one else is going to be able to give them the insight no one else is going to be able to give you the insight that they have except them. So, you know, say that, you know, when I know it's a significant amount of money. $250 can be a substantial investment for anyone. But when I found out that I had to find a mentor,
Mm-hmm.
the first person I thought of was you.
Okay.
Kathleen, you're the only person who I think can give me the knowledge and insight that I would like to help me for after I graduate when I want to go into a career in financial advising.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be that person who makes the investment in me?
Okay.
So you see how, you're not getting yourself into any trouble by
Mm-hmm.
practicing anything that you can't, promising anything you can't deliver. But it does answer the question, $250 is a lot of money, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because I'm worth it. I
Mm-hmm.
myself am worth the $250 investment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, was that helpful?
Yeah, that was very helpful.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions?
No.
No?
I'm good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Trying to process that.
Yeah, do you want to stop that now?
I had like a midway